everyone. Is this on? Good afternoon, everyone. Hi! We have a packed house today. I love seeing that. Welcome, everyone. My name is Christy Pankratz, and I'm the Director of Safe Streets. It's a pleasure to have everyone here, both longtime attendees and new arrivals, so thank you very much for being here today. We have a lot on our agenda today. Encourage you before we start, there's a yellow sign-in sheet on your tables. Please go ahead and sign in, and if you wouldn't mind. And also, I don't think we have any new official members yet, but if you are interested in becoming a Safe Streets member, encourage you to see Judy in the back. Judy, raise your hand, and she'll get you hooked up with that. Just for information, Safe Streets is a program of prevention and recovery services, and we have a number of staff here today. We have Lynn Smith, who is running the projector. He is our prevention consultant, does a lot of programming like drug trends and addiction A to Z type trainings. Nicole Staskell is our community outreach consultant. She's taking your photos, so be sure to check our Facebook page, Safe Streets Coalition, and you can see yourself and tag yourself there as well. And we have Judy Wilson in the back. We're missing a couple staff here today, but greatly appreciate them and all the work that they do. So I'd like to get started with the Champion of Character, and to do that, I'd like to invite Cindy Patton to come forward. Cindy, let's give her a round of applause.
Well, to start with, I'd like to recognize our champions of character. So if Tomlin Robinson and Tanya Biswell will come forward. And then I'd also like the State Farm, the people from Jamie Hornbaker's office to come forward. And then I think we have people from the Character Recognition Council. I saw Mike Keggy. Mike, come forward. Was there anybody else here? Is the Sheriff's Office here? Sheriff's Office is here. Maybe a representative from the Sheriff's Office would be great. And great. So I'm going to turn this over to tell me your name again. Krista. She's from State Farm Office for Jamie Hornbaker. Jamie is our sponsor for Champions of Character, and so I'll let her present the awards.
So, the Shawnee County Appraiser Office employees, Tomlin Robinson and Tanya Biswell, went well and above their normal level of customer service. Tomlin received a phone call from a woman seeking direction to their office for her valuation appeal, scheduled for the following day. After speaking with her for a short time, Tomlin recognized that there was a problem in that she was not tracking appropriately. Tomlin had remembered speaking with her a couple of weeks earlier while setting up the appeal and was sharp and alert at the time. After asking the woman several questions, including asking if she had fallen or hit her head recently, Tomlin was suspecting a stroke. The woman was quite emotional, crying, confused. Tanya, overhearing the conversation and the tone of dialogue, dialed 911, coordinated with AMR, making sure the ambulance arrived at her home. Tomlin remained on the phone, sharing information with Tanya, who was relaying the details to AMR while they were en route. They stayed connected until the ambulance personnel made contact with the woman. The woman's caretaker came to the appraiser's office the next day, personally thanking both Tomlin and Tanya for caring enough to get involved. The caretaker told us that she did indeed have a stroke and was recovering in the hospital. She credited these two outstanding people for saving her friend's life.
Which one's Tanya?
This is Tanya.
Tanya.
That's okay.
Okay. And Tanya?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Would you like to say anything?
No.
Okay, thank you for that nomination, and be sure and continue to bring us nominations to the website. You can go to Topeka City of Character website or to Safe Streets website to make those nominations. Thank you. You're going to stay up here. And then I'd like to recognize Claire Sales. Claire, would you come forward? Claire has been nominated for the Keys to Character Award, which is sponsored by A1 Lock and Key. She is a junior at Hope Street Academy, And Claire demonstrated leadership and citizenship every day through her positive interactions at Hope Street Academy. Claire created her own volunteer position in the school's main office. She frequently works before school, during lunch, and after school. And through this experience, Claire has learned general office procedures, including filing papers, answering the phone, and greeting the public. Make that award.
Congratulations.
Would you like to say anything, Claire?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
Thank you to my teachers for nominating me and my family for supporting me. And I'm going to strive to demonstrate leadership and provide interactions in my school and community.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you, and be sure and get those nominations to us.
And I think it's fitting that the May character word of the month is positivity, because there's a lot of great things going on in our community, and often they get overlooked. So we love taking time out to recognize these good things and encourage you, like Cindy said, to go ahead and submit those nominations, because we really like hearing these stories that often don't get told. I am going to go to a business part of our meeting. The minutes for our last April meeting are on your table. Do I hear a motion to approve those minutes? Second? All right, thank you, gentlemen. And now we have our staff update. Safe Streets has been keeping very busy for one particular thing that I'll get to here in a second. But on May 7th, we're going to be offering a sellers and servers training. That's for alcohol selling and serving establishments. If you know of somebody, please let us know, and we will go ahead and send them an invitation as well. We have a retailer meeting. This is for loss prevention officers, and a banking establishment meeting too that are coming up this month. They meet regularly. Topeka Gives is June 5th, and Addiction A to Z is June 7th, which is a training. And if you have any interest in these, I'll be sending out a recap in our meeting notes after this meeting's over. One thing I did not touch on right there was the In-N-O planning meeting, which our next one is May 17th. Were any of you here at the April 18th National Night Out planning meeting? Yeah, you were. There were about 120 folks there with energy that surpassed Susan Duffy. So that's a lot of energy, wouldn't you say? And we have more than 50 neighborhoods already signed up to participate. For those of you who aren't familiar with National Night Out, it's a one-day-a-year celebration where we encourage neighborhoods to get together and connect and use that as a starting platform to get to know each other. So we really are excited to see that. We had both new neighborhoods and long-term participants. So if you know somebody who's interested in that, this is just a great opportunity. We have sponsorships by Hy-Vee, by Reese's to give product. We're working on a few more. And if any of you have any other connections with any industries, please let us know, because we just love this event, and it is what makes Topeka great. I mean, it really is. So moving forward, we have some of our partner updates, and I'd like to ask Sergeant Burns to come forward. He is the new supervisor for the East Side Community Policing Unit. Let's give him a round of applause. Here you go, sir.
All right, good afternoon. Some of the stats you'll see up here, focusing kind of on the middle column. We have stats from last month as well. So our current homicide went up 1, rapes went up 2, robbery to the businesses did go down 6, which is great. Robbery to individuals went up 1, and then aggravated assault batteries went up 19. If you do notice, though, 13 of the 19 are domestic related. So what we usually try to tell people for those are, we'd like the phone call way before we have to get involved with a case to send over to the district attorney's office. So if you are fighting with a significant other, having issues in the home, we'd much rather come out way early, try to mediate that situation, and kind of move on. And then for the prior to the year at this point, as you can see, except for the homicide rate, all of them are down with a total of 77 down for this time according to last year, so that's great. For the property crime, again, starting in the middle column, you got burglary businesses down and burglary residences down. Some of that may be the weather related, but we're also being very vigilant in our neighborhoods and around our business checks. Thefts did go up 20, and then thefts of the building and shoplifting did both go up. That's probably goes again towards the weather. So weather starts getting a little bit nicer, more and more people are out and about. And we always tell our citizens that if you're gonna go into a business, leave your car out overnight, just take a quick look. Is there anything in plain view that somebody would want for themselves? You definitely wanna lock your car. If there's anything in plain view that may be valuable, remove it, hide it, otherwise you may lose that. And then theft of license plates did go down, which is excellent. Some of that may be to anti-theft screws that we do have at the LEC. And then Topeka Police Department will be attending the Cop on Top Special Olympics fundraiser at Dunkin' Donuts May 18th from 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. So the Dunkin' Donuts is about 200 Seabrook. Come out, say hi, get a power ring with us. It'll be a great event. There'll be quite a few of us. So if you guys got any questions ever at any point in time for officers, it's an excellent event where you can come out and just ask your questions. And Topeka Police Department hosted the District 1 Anti-Crime Summit April 7th at Topeka High. And this is a great example of the partnerships with the neighborhoods. It was an excellent event. We had a lot of participants, and we had a lot of seminars within that crime summit that the citizens were able to learn more about. Officer Wall gets a huge shout out. He did a fantastic job, deserves a lot of credit for hosting that event. And then kickoff meeting for National Night Out was April 18th at the Public Library. Big turnout, a lot of energy, and we're just excited for additional meetings going down. And then April 11th is National Night Out.
All right. Thank you, Sergeant. All right, now I'd like to introduce Deputy Shayna Anderson with the Shawnee County Sheriff's Office.
Thank you. Just a quick rundown of some of the stuff we've been up to over the last month at the Sheriff's Office. We had 2 new deputies graduate from the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center, so they're in their field training, and hopefully within the next few months they'll be out on their own. The sheriff hosted a young lady, Kinsley, for Sheriff for a Day. He attended the Freedom Now USA press conference, National Night Out kickoff event at the library, some safety talks. Our SROs have been doing some lockdown drills at our county high schools. Deputy Gray always gets invited by Silver Lake to read to the students out there, so she did that last month. Some of our dispatchers attended the spring Kansas APCO conference. McGruff made an appearance at Safe Kids Day at the zoo. Several of our employees participated in Keep America Beautiful a couple weekends ago. We were at the Special Olympics track meet to hand out medals to the athletes. We also participated in the National Drug Take Back Day at 2 locations, Soldier Fire and Mission Fire, and collected unneeded, unwanted, expired medications from citizens. If you don't know, we do have a drop box at the Sheriff's Office. If you do come across some unwanted medications in your house, that is located on the east side of the building in the crime scene entrance. So if you come across anything in your spring cleaning or whatever you're up to at home, then you can bring them to the Sheriff's Office. We'll take them off your hands and dispose of them correctly. We also are wrapping up our spring DARE season, so we've had some graduations, Elmont, North Fairview, West Indianola, and Barryton. I think later today we will be at Rossville's DARE graduation. And then some stuff that we have coming up over the next few weeks. Tomorrow and Friday we'll be participating in the law enforcement memorial events at the Law Enforcement Center as well as the Capitol. On May 7th, we will be awarded a given an award by the Kansas Traffic Safety Resource Office for our SAFE efforts. SAFE is Seatbelts Are for Everyone. That is a program that our SROs participate in at our high schools along with the students. May 17th is our spring awards and promotion ceremony, so the employees of the Sheriff's Office that have been promoted recently will be recognized, and we will also be given an award by AAA for our traffic safety efforts. We will also be at Cop on Top at Dunkin' Donuts on May 18th. I'm a big fan of donuts, so I'm excited to be there. The Special Olympics Torch Run is May 30th. That's going to start and end at the Law Enforcement Center. If you haven't been out to see the Torch Run, it's a pretty fun event. All the athletes are there. It's a pretty good time. And we are still accepting applications for our youth academies. Our Seaman camp is full. We reached our maximum capacity. Great for us, unfortunate for kids that wanted to go to that camp, but we are still taking applications for our Shawnee Heights and Washburn Rural academies. You can find our applications on our website. So that's it. Thanks.
A lot of great information and activities coming up. I want to thank Channel City 4 for recording this portion of the meeting. It will be rebroadcast for those of you who were either unable to be here or who want to share that with your family and friends. Tomlin, I know you want to see yourself on TV. All right, thank you.